Hey everyone, it's Dre from Under the Leaves, and today I'm going to show you guys all of the plants that I have in my office, sort of like a houseplant tour, but really just focused on the plants that I have in my office, considering that that's kind of where I concentrate a lot of my plants. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so starting off with my desk plants, which you can probably see, they are so beautiful, and they're all the same. So they're actually all philodendron summer glories, and I just recently separated these into square and rectangular pots because they are crawling plants. So they all, while they're all the same, they all have different personalities. Now that I've separated them, I will say right now, between the big one and this one, they're actually my faves. I really love the leaf, and I just really am excited to see what it does as it continues to crawl along the pot, as in because they crawl on the forest floor. So I'm excited to show you that. Let me bring the big boy into frame. This is my big boy Summer Glory. She is kind of struggling. I will not even tell you a lie. She is kind of struggling a little bit. They were all struggling, which is why I separated them, being attacked viciously by spider mites excessively. But I think that this repot is going to do its really justice. I just really love the way that the leaf comes out, like rose goldy, orangey, beautiful. This is like the most recent leaf that is healthy prior to this one. This is the second most recent one, and it's just so beautiful. I know that eventually it fades into like this kind of green, but I am excited. I still love these leaves as well, but I like that you get to go through kind of like a journey with the plant as well. Okay, as I have these in my hand, they both need water. They also are not in cover pots because I'm waiting on getting like some macrame to cover it. For now, they can just hang like this. So as I'm here holding these, I know that they both need water. They both feel pretty light, but these are both the same plant actually. I got this one earlier. This one looks way brighter than this one. I don't know how to explain it, like more light, like pale. But these are both spider plants. I thought that they would be looking really nice to hang by my window. My office is actually in like a has a south-facing window, which for where I'm at is actually like the highest kind of light. So the next plant that is on my desk, but it's actually not one that I'm looking at often transparently because it's behind my second screen, is my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. I really like this plant. I actually initially bought this plant as a rescue. I will say I have only done the rescue thing two times. It was the same purchase. I realized after that I would never do it again. This one came through, the other one did not. I really did not. I didn't like the outcome that happened from the other one. That wasn't very fun. I don't think that new plant parents should even pretend to do rescues. I did this very early on, but this one turned out great. But you can see definitely that it's a rescue because the bottom leaves are all gone. But all of literally this entire bunch right here grew within my care. I've also propagated or like cut pieces off and given props to friends. So I also have like might even be 3. Yeah, I have like 3 new branches growing off, even though I only cut it in one place. But yeah, it's growing, it's doing its thing, and I really like it. I also have some stakes in there to keep it up. I don't like moss poles, so I will never put anything on a moss pole, unless it's for an experiment and I know that I'm gonna get rid of it. The next plant I have is actually one of my first babies, and it is a philodendron. Somebody identified this in the comments. It's dark. It's not quite a dark lord. It's not quite like the green whatever. I don't know what this is. It's not really an imperial red. I don't really know. Maybe I really have no idea, but this is growing as a self-heading philodendron in my care. It is beautiful. I can't even really, that's where I cannot even. These are the newest leaves. This one here, and then this one, is that it? Oh no. And then this one here. I got this plant, and then initially, mind you, I named my plants in the beginning. I have way too many plants to be doing that anymore. But I named it Phil because I didn't know what philodendron was, and I was like, oh, Phil, we're just gonna go with that. and it started out with like, I'd say maybe like 5 leaves or so. I've had it for about a year. I've gotten multiple leaves in my care. This is a super easygoing plant. I 10 out of 10 recommend for people. I think this is also a really great beginner plant that people don't talk about. It is so easy. You barely have to do anything, and the shine does not come from me leaf shining it. It is just a shiny leafed beautiful baby. I love it so much. And yeah, the next plant I have is a recent addition that was featured in a different video, but I'm still gonna show it to you here. It is my philodendron Jose Bono. I feel like I've said this, maybe, I don't know how the order of how I'm releasing videos is gonna be, but philodendron are really my favorite genus. I love them. Even though they're my favorite, I don't think they make up the majority of my collection, but I love them deeply. They just do really well in my home, and I feel like because of that, it makes the most sense for me to have them, and they're also all very beautiful. So this leaf will actually turn lime green with time. I'm glad I got it in this size too, because I want it to be able to acclimate and grow in my house the way that my house is set up. Transparently, I am a person that thinks that plants, like, honestly, you gotta get the plants that work for your house. Obviously ones you like, but the ones that work for your house as well. But yeah, moving on to our next one. So this is my fiddly fig. I'm not really even sure if this is the small one or it's gonna get bigger. I have no idea. I do not know. I would not know. But I did have a bigger one, right? Like, I purchased a large one at the very start of my plant journey-esque. So I think that that large one that I bought must have been in summer of 2023, like maybe like June. And I promise you, like, I actually promise you that by like September, she was dead. One, I made a lot of mistakes with that fiddle. I had it in like the entryway of my house, which barely any light. I did not know the watering requirements. I didn't know anything, and the leaves just drop. Whereas this one, I got this one again, maybe, now this one must have been in my house as long as, it's actually been here as long as the tetrasper. Has it been here as long as that one? Yeah, I think it's been here as long as like when I did the rescue. So at least, oh my gosh, almost a year. And this one, I got it, and I must say I'm grateful that I got a second try. This plant doesn't need a lot. I think people are doing too much. Like, you can't actually love it too much. I mean, like, you can love it and admire it, but what I do is essentially I water it when the soil is dry. I check the soil in multiple places using like a chopstick, and I ensure that it is dry. After that, I will bottom water, and by bottom water, I don't even know if it's really technically bottom watering. I mean, I am. I put it in a like catch pot thing. I will pour a ton of water over the top of it, and then I leave that in there for maybe like 5-ish minutes, so it soaks up. So it's not even getting water every week because it doesn't need it. I don't water it until it needs the water, but I don't let it dry until it's like crisped. It actually used to live behind me there, and then I moved it into a bit of a brighter spot, and it just started growing. And I was like, oh, that's it. It just needed to get the watering right and get the light right. It does need bright light. It does need bright light. So it's like one of the plants that's closer to both my grow light and the window. So it's getting light both from the window and supplementing from the grow light. All that said, this is my fiddly fig. Okay, so the next plant that I want to show y'all, this is a philodendron Birkin. I have recently repotted this one. It was in a pot with three plants. I transparently neglected this plant so bad. It was not good. It was actually very bad. I neglected it because of where it was at. It was getting a lot of neglect, but recently I have decided I need to actually like do better at caring for it, and this is the one that I plan to keep. I do have some props of the rest of it that I plan to give away once they're fully like rooted and acclimated and growing, is when I will send them on their merry way. But this is the one I plan to keep because it obviously has the variegation, but yeah, it's doing well. So this is the one I'm keeping. This next plant I have is my snake plant, something, Battelle's Midnight, something. I'll put that name on the screen. I can't remember. I just liked it because, one, I love snake plants. I would have said that those would be my second favorite after philodendron. I might still say that transparently. I do have a lot of them. I like the look that snake plants bring. This one in particular, I really liked it because I have like the one that everybody got, the OG, right? That was actually my first plant that I ever received. But I liked the way that this looks. Like, doesn't this look so cool? This looks so cool. I have it in this white pot because I think that the contrast between the like the variegation on it, or like the whatever, it just looks so striking. And I put it over there to kind of just like bring some height between the Birkin and the next plant that I have. Okay, so while I picked this one up, it did have some water in it, so I did get some water on myself. But I want to show y'all this plant. It's really cool. It's a Calathea. I got this plant, a Calathea some. I'm gonna put a name on the screen. I think I'm good with plant names, but not all of them. Especially I think I'm good with the plant names that I've ordered recently. But I didn't know what the name of this one is. When you go to Home Depot, it'd just be like, here's a plant foliage, you know? But I think I got it from Home Depot, either Home Depot or Trader Joe's. I truly can't remember, but here is what she looks like. She is beautiful and she's tall. She's very lush, and transparently, from where she was just a couple months ago, you'd be shocked. She's also a prolific grower. I don't know. I think that people will talk about like Calatheas and be like, it's gonna be so bad, it's gonna be so difficult. Yes, I do have some burnt tips on them, right? Because I actually cannot give all my plants distilled water. That doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, then use distilled water to water it. But just a couple months ago, like December, she went through it because I was going through it. So I was not able, like I was ill and I wasn't able to care for my plants, and I had someone else doing it. They didn't do the greatest job. They did not water her like that. She lost a lot of leaves. But at this point, currently I'm seeing like 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm seeing so many new leaves coming out. This is a great, sensational low maintenance plant. You literally just gotta water it like once a week-ish when the soil is dry. Obviously, I just showed you that the plant was like, it had like, well, I didn't show you. When I picked it up, it was sitting in a little bit of water. So I would say like that makes it a sensational beginner plant because it didn't actually even get upset over the fact that it was like in a little bit of water at the bottom of the pot. It's still fluffy, beautiful, and honestly, like the back there just looks so bare without the plant there, but it just adds like a pop of something, you know? This next one is my Monstera Addisonii double windows. This vine is getting incredibly long. You can see she's got 2 new little babies coming out. And I have her in this cute little ceramic pot. All of my plants are inside, have like cover pots. I actually have to have it inside of a pot in a pot for it to fit, but I have it kind of like hanging and like draping over like the doorway to a closet entrance. But I like this one. It doesn't really travel well, so I would recommend if you want one of these, go to a nursery near you. If not, just like go for the traditional Addisonii, which I have as well. Okay, this next plant is some kind of succulent. I want to say burrow's tail, but I'm not quite sure if it is a burrow's tail. It is growing. It's slow growing. It's growing here as well. And it even has bloomed like multiple times. I'm just very confused about that, but it has been doing that. I actually think I need to put it deeper into the pot that it's currently in because I see some roots stretching out. But right now I just have it in a cover pot, in a nursery pot, and that I reused for it because I got it in like one of those succulent arrangements. And so I put it into a smaller nursery pot to kind of let it do its thing. And now I'm noticing that it is rooting much more, so I might actually need to just pot it a little bit deeper in here to ensure that it's like stable. But it's very pretty. I really like it, and hopefully it will continue to grow to the point where I can start propagating it to get a more full pot. But for now, it's just gonna be this little cutie patootie that it is right here. The next plant I want to talk about comes from my favorite genus. This is a Philodendron Pastazanum silver. This is the newest leaf that it's given me. I really like it. It's beautiful. It's sensational. It's just amazing. I just started looking in the pot, but yeah, it's just so amazing. So when I think when I first got it, maybe how many leaves did it have? Maybe like 3. Yeah, so these last 2 big boys have grown in my house, but it is so beautiful. And it's so funny because the leaves are pretty big. I mean, transparently, like they're the size of my hand. And wow, it is a crawler, so I'll show you that obviously, and the root is coming out the bottom, but it's a crawler, so it's getting ready to like leap off of the pot, and I can also see it putting off a little baby at this back here. Oh, my heart, my soul. But so because it's a crawler, it's gonna need to go into a rectangular pot. I am gonna put it in one eventually when I feel like it has rooted enough, as well as once I feel confident that it's not going to drop any of its leaves, because it is beautiful. Do you see how beautiful this is? Beautiful. Okay, so this is actually my Maranta silver band, and this one obviously needs water. I cannot get the watering right, hence crispy leaf there. It is still growing. It's getting like 3 new leaves right now. I recently up-potted it. I put it into Molly's aeroid mix. I don't know if that's too thick, but I am going to probably up my watering now that I've brought it into a place where it gets a little bit more light. Yeah, I'm thinking to up the watering to maybe like once every 5 or 6 days ish, because A, it doesn't hold the moisture that much in this pot, and B, because it's growing. So for now, just wanted to show y'all my Maranta silver band. And speaking of Maranta, I also have this Maranta lemon lime. It's, y'all, cheesecake, sensational. Shout out Future for that line. But this is so beautiful. I'm currently getting a couple new leaves, maybe like 3 or 4. Oh my, yeah, like actually I'm getting like 5 new leaves all at once. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Keeps blooming. I love the little blooms. I will never cut them off. They are beautiful. Love that for me. I love this little purple thing right here. Come on. This is so cute. This plant is sensational. I don't give it no special water, any special treatment. It just gets a decent amount of light. It's sitting like next to my grow light, but on the ground. So it's obviously not like directly hitting it, but it's far enough away for it to not get burnt and close enough for it to get enough light to maintain its beauty and continue to grow. And I just water it when the pot feels light, which right now it probably needs water. So after this, I'll probably have to go through and water. All the plants that I mentioned need water. Next up is my agave plant. It's my agave americana. I really don't know anything about this plant to be really honest with you. Like, as I'm sitting here, to be really honest, I can't give you any tips, help, support, nothing. I bought it because it looked cool. I recently repotted it. I just watered it, so it should be starting to perk back up. I'm hoping that any of these leaves that are yellowing don't all fall off. I'm gonna leave it alone. Apparently it grows really fast. It gets really big, so we're gonna see. I also am going to trial growing it outside this summer just to see if it gets its life. I think my only fear is like when you grow plants outside, how you bring it in without making sure it don't come in with like bugs, spiders. I can deal with the spider mites that are on my summer glory all the time. I can't deal with like spiders coming to my house. No. But yeah, anywho, that's this one, and it's currently potted in like Molly's succulent mix. We're gonna see. I watered it, but I don't know. I do not know. The next 2 plants I'm gonna show y'all are of the same genus. This is my Aglaonema Silver Bay or Silver Band, silver something. Obviously you can tell by the leaves. You can also tell that she was faced away from the light. I probably should rotate her more. I don't. I probably should. I don't. I don't really mind the back of it looking like that, considering I don't look at the back of the plant. I look at this side. So I want it to be facing me anyway in the bushiest way. I recently repotted it, and by recently I mean like literally very recently, and I'm just hoping that it comes together. It is so beautiful. These leaves are hanging, but I just recently watered it, so I think they're gonna perk back up. There's no yellowing on the rest of these leaves. They're just kind of hanging because they was thirsty, and it just got some water, so we'll see how she comes along. But I like this plant, very easy. I'm also already seeing that there's new growth coming in both of these, so that's thrilling. The next plant that I have on my list is actually my Aglaonema Maria. She is so beautiful, y'all. She is just so beautiful, and she is growing. I have, is it 2 or 3? I think 2 new leaves coming out. So I've got one here and one up here. And these plants are just so beautiful. Look at that. I just like it. It's really easy. It's a low light baby. I also water it kind of when the pot is light, but with this one, because I don't want to overwater it, I do also check the soil using like a little chopstick as well. And yeah, she's really great. I just thought I saw pests and I was gonna panic, but I don't. Yeah, anyway, she's very great plant, very beautiful. I think an easy thing, and I know that also they get really bushy in the future, so that makes me excited. But for now, I just appreciate like the dark green that she brings into my office for now. Next up, and also from my favorite genus, Philodendron, is my Philodendron gloriosum. This is my little baby. Honestly, I have no idea. So this one, I don't know why this leaf is yellowing. It's not even the oldest leaf. And like, I went to see if it was like pests on it. The most recent leaf is actually this one here. Let me check in. Actually, now we found the culprit. We know why it's yellowing. It's yellowing because of spider mites. I'm actually about to go spray this down. The next 2 plants I have, I'm not gonna actually be able to get them and sit down with them, but they are my monstera. So this looks like it's the monstera, what are we saying, small form. This is one of the new leaves. It came out with no fenestration from a place where there was a fenestration, and the same with this other one. I'm not mad. And then this is one of the other newest, and it's also pretty big. I think the leaf size is gonna size up as well. I bought it with fenestrations, but I figured it was gonna lose them as it acclimated to my house. As long as the leaf size is increasing, I feel good about that. Okay, so this is my Monstera big boy. I love this plant. And this plant, I actually got it as a gift after kind of going through some things and being a little sick. So I'm really glad that I have it. It is doing its thing. I don't see pests on it, but this leaf did, like, it was a newer one and it came out and kind of like drooped. So like the initial new leaves that I got drooped, but then this is the most recent one that's unfurled and it didn't droop. And I have sprayed this plant a million times. I'm consistently spraying as well. And yeah, so that's kind of what it's looking like, and it is getting a new leaf in there somewhere. The last plant I want to show y'all is my Calathea medallion. It's a big boy. Oh, it's dripping. Yeah, so that was my Calathea medallion, and I got that at the same time as that last Monstera that I showed you. And honestly, I got it as a gift again because I was going through some things, and it's the only plant I have right now that gets distilled water. I think I might actually stop after the distilled water that I have runs out. Yeah, because it's supposed to stop like it from getting crispy leaves, but the leaves be crisping, and I definitely water it enough. It's supposed to be moist but not soggy all the time, and that's kind of what it's been. We'll see how that thing continues. But yeah, for now I am grateful that y'all came in and watched my video. If you want to see any more Planty content, please do not hesitate to hit that subscribe button, and I'll be sure to get that over to you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.